Good morning. So, I am at my home base, and I had thought that I'd be giving my home base up, but I drove all the way from Lake Havasu City to BLM land outside Pahrump, Nevada last night, late, to my live stream. So you were seeing this maybe a week or two later. You can always look in my pinned comment and my video description. I have a neck warmer. And see my when I filmed something. But I ended up having to come all the way out. My home base is about 40 miles outside of town. And I ended up having to come all the way out to my home base late at night because the BLM land that in the public land around Pahrump, where I usually stay, is either full, loud, or trashed. I was heartbroken. And so when I go back into town during the day, I'll look and see if I see it any differently with different eyes, or maybe it just looked that way at night. But anyway, so I guess I'm going to stay at my home base for a while. And I'm glad that you're here on my channel. Okay, so I finally got up and got going for the day. And I got my hookups and everything done. It has been so long since I've had hookups. It felt odd, and I had to remember how to do it all. But I'm headed with Robert to town. We are going to go pick up his van, his previous van. He now owns Fancy Free that we're in. Are y'all following this? I'll explain something in a minute. But we're going to go, we get to see Tom and Heather to pick up his van, Old Gray. And if you're new to my channel is about a day in my Nomad RV life. And you never know what you're going to get. Like today, I'm in a van. And yesterday, I was driving all day. Today, the wind is blowing the van all over the road. I can't imagine having to drive in that in the RV, so I'm glad my trip yesterday was not like that. But I'm going to share some clips with you of what the drive was like coming up from Southwest Arizona. Oh my goodness, you guys. So I got so excited to see Heather and Tom that I forgot to get any video clips while we were there picking up the van. But I am driving Fancy Free right now, and that's Robert driving Old Gray. And we are headed to Home Depot to get some stuff because he wants to do a different build out in Fancy Free. And so we are getting her done today.
Okay, so as Debra mentioned, Old Gray here is for sale. It's a 1993 Ford E150. It's a conversion van with a Hightop originally, and my friend Greg then did a great job converting it into a camper van. And I'll give you the full walk around here, show you what it looks like. Greg did that conversion, and I've had it for about 2 years now, I guess. And put about 20,000 miles on it since I've had it. It has been parked for a lot of the last year because we had a difficult to figure out drivability problem that fortunately we've been able to since get fixed. It's recently back from the mechanic, and since it's been back, we've put I think probably 400 or 500 miles on it, and we kind of did it on purpose just to make sure that everything was good to go before we announced it for sale. So we'll go ahead and take a look inside now. Basically, it's a solid van. It's nice and clean. It's been very well maintained. You look around here. It's a 93 Ford E150. It's got the 5.0 V8 and does have about 131,000 on the odometer, so very low mileage. It's got a Pioneer aftermarket stereo with a CD player and auxiliary input, which is nice. I use that with my iPhone a lot. And it does have air conditioning and all the normal, pretty much fully loaded cruise control. Seats are really comfortable. Actually, they're so comfortable I considered actually swapping them out and seeing if they'd fit in the white van before I offered it up for sale. But I didn't do that, but I did think about it. The passenger seat does not swivel, but it can be turned around. The bolt holes don't line up exactly, so there is some hardware that's included that makes that relatively easy to do. It does have decent tires on it, and it has a full-size spare that matches the front tires here. The back tires are ATs, and they really do well when you're in sketchy territory, whether that's snow or BLM roads or Forest Service roads, what have you. Side windows here do tip out, which is really nice when you need air, whether it's, especially if it's like raining, you don't want to have doors open or something, or if you're trying to be a little bit discreet. And it does have rain visors on both front windows, which I wouldn't be without again, having gotten used to having them. Whether you're trying to do like stealth camping, or if you're just trying to, even if you're boondocking or camping somewhere legit, sometimes it's raining or something, that allows you to at least keep the windows cracked. When you're stealth camping, it makes it not obvious that the windows are down a little bit, which is really nice too. So here's the back. The back window does have a 5,000 BTU air conditioner installed. That works very well up to into the 90s. Once it starts getting, up above 100, it struggles to keep up, but it's still a lot better than outside. It does include the window for the back, though, in case you want to take the air conditioner out ever and replace it. That window will go right back in, and the hardware is there for it in the little baggie. I did not have refrigeration in here, but I do have a cooler that I can include with the van. Now, the bed is, I think it's around a twin size. It's a little bit, if you're tall like me, it might be a little bit short width-wise. There is a roof vent. It actually has Mylar in there right now above the screen because I was running the air conditioner in here last time I was camping in this thing. But it's got shelves on both sides, which is really nice. And it has overhead cabinets front and back, and these latches are custom made. Greg did these really nice, so give you some extra storage there. And there's one in the back as well. The power box here, or a fuse box and everything. These are all the positives. This is the bus for the grounds. It does have a full-size spare, like I said, on the back door, which is really nice. You don't have to mess with the under body thing. The solar charge controllers here. There are inputs above. This is where I used to have a 100-watt flexible on the roof that would connect there. And there's also an input on the side here that you can use for a portable on the ground. You do have to just change from the MC4s to, that fitting there, which is a pretty common electrical fitting these days. Bed, storage beneath the bed. This is all screens and reflectics, and it's puffy, so it's not really that big of a pile. But window and door screens and reflectics for the window coverings, that sort of thing. Again, the air conditioner there, and this is would be pretty easy to remove if you don't want it, or if you want to put the glass back in for any reason. As far as AC power, shore power, I just have this little short extension cord here, And this one runs up to electrical outlets on the side where I used to have a desk. And, you know, you can plug the air conditioner into the other port. And then I would just plug this into a, you know, good weight standard extension cord. And then I could just drop that out the door right in the middle. And not a fancy system, but it worked. And I just run it out through here. And I would shut this door, but not lock it tight. And I left enough room for the cord to dangle out there. So I was always planning on putting a pass-through on the wall, but, you know, I hadn't got around to it yet. There is also a modified sine wave inverter that's included with it. So it's basically what I call solar ready. The wires are here to just connect to the positive and negative on the battery, and that'll have solar in and also power up to the fuse box. So you have 12 volt power and lights and all that stuff. Because there are a number of LED lights in here underneath the shelves. So, and of course the fan as well. I am going to put up a more detailed tour with additional information on my YouTube channel. So I'm sure Debra will have a link in the video description to that video if you want to check it out. Otherwise, you go to robertwitham.tv. But it's, you know, it's been a really good van. The only reason I'm selling it is because I got pinched on time when the mechanic was having trouble figuring out what was wrong with it last spring, and I had to do something different to get north for some work and some family commitments, and I ended up buying. Debra was selling Fancy Free at the same time, so I just ended up buying that. But now this is all fixed up. It's a great van. Just back from the mechanic, runs great. Has a few quirks, like any used vehicle, but it's you know, it's mechanically sound according to our mechanic, and it runs good. And everybody that's seen it's been really impressed with it. I do have people interested already in it, and I haven't even advertised it for sale yet. But if you are interested, either check out the other video on my channel that will have more details, or shoot me an email at robert.witham@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you with additional information. So thanks for your interest. Hope you enjoyed this tour, whether it's a van you want to buy or not. And thank you, everybody.
So there you go, everybody. Robert decided to sell Old Gray, and here's your chance to pick her up. Now, don't contact me. You can leave a comment below, and hopefully he will see it. But if you're interested in it, you need to contact him at his email that was in the video, and that is robert.witham@gmail.com. It is a steal, and I hope you're the one that gets it if you're interested. In the meantime, please share this video. Be sure that you like, subscribe, and comment. Ring that bell to make sure that you have clicked all. And we'll see you down the road, everybody. Keep on keeping on. Here's some bonus information. I can't remember if either one of us told you, but you have to come to Pahrump, Nevada to pick it up if you're the one that gets it. All right? No delivery and no shipping. Bye.